Hi there. Thanks for coming by today. I'm just going to switch over into my share my screen and we'll get started. There we go. Just get set. Great. Well, thanks for coming by. Today's webinar is going to be about how to get your website selling for you in just 28 days, even if you're not a techie or a marketing expert. You don't need to be, and you'll see why after you see what I'm about to show you today. So here's where we're going. We're going to identify why most website marketing fails to generate consistent sales. We're also going to look at the potential of effective website marketing when it's equipped to help you grow your business. And I'm going to offer you a proven solution to this problem. Now, here's a non-famous saying, and it's non-famous mostly because I'm saying it. But it's something I've felt to be true over the years, and it just seems to be one of those truisms. Most marketing efforts eventually lead prospects to your website. Now, when you think about it, you're out talking to somebody about your business, and inevitably the conversation comes around to, do you have a website? Or what's your website? For some reason, people look at a website as a sign of credibility and sort of they want to know who you are and see that you're the real deal. And a website seems to help them do that. But here's the big frustration. You're doing all the right things. You've invested in a great looking site. You're sending it traffic via social media, content marketing, emails, ads. You've got a great product or service, but your website marketing sales results are inconsistent and unpredictable, and in some cases, non-existent. So here's why most website marketing fails. Entrepreneurs start with website design, not the messaging. And in real life, this is the equivalent of sending somebody who has no sales experience and does not know how to sell uh, out into the marketplace dressed up in a $2,000 suit or whatever it happens to be, and they fall flat because they don't know what they're doing and they don't have their message right. They focus on looking professional instead of connecting emotionally. And whether you're selling online or off, you have to use emotion. And of course, many marketers simply don't have a plan for what happens after someone visits their site. So it's kind of like the party that you invite people to a party. Everything it looks great outside. The veranda is nicely decorated. The lawn's cut. Everything looks fantastic. It's what happens after someone comes through the door that makes all the difference. So it's the same when somebody lands on your homepage or your landing page. So the result is you end up with a beautiful looking site, but no sales. So the problem isn't you, it's the missing system. Many small business owners do try to do everything without a proven framework. They jump from one tactic to another, hoping that something will stick. And of course, what's missing is a clear step-by-step system that connects your website, messaging, and follow-up into one seamless client or customer attraction machine. So the number one reason you must use a website marketing system, here's a statistic that may surprise many of you. Only 5% of your first-time website visitors are ready to buy the day they arrive on your site. Only 5%. That means 95% won't be buying that day unless you find a way to stay in touch with them. But back to that 5% for a minute. Um, that surprises a lot of people. And if you rely on one shot one-shot tactics and strategies, you can see why it fails most of the time because only a small percentage are ready to pull the trigger. So, a simple, proven marketing system does this: it generates consistent sales results. It communicates your sales messaging in an orderly, compelling, and effective way. It kind of models personal selling. But here's the difference. A lot of my clients can sell face to face, and personal selling is not an issue for them. They're effective and have no problem. It's when they try and take their selling story online, something happens on the way to the internet. Nothing's changed. It's still a one-on-one personal selling situation. And there are some disadvantages, though, that go away when you're not doing selling face to face. One is when you're relying on your website to make the sale or your website marketing, you lose the advantage of body language, where you can see if your message is on point or off. And you also lose the opportunity to address objections and answer questions immediately. So that means your website marketing has to address those missing things because they don't go anywhere. And of course, having a proven website marketing strategy gives you clarity, confidence, and control over your website marketing. So imagine what it would feel like if once your website starts working for you. Imagine waking up to qualified leads waiting in your mailbox instead of wondering where your next client will come from. And that's entirely possible because your website marketing quietly handles the selling while you focus on serving customers. No more guessing and no more stressing about your website marketing strategy. Now, you can enjoy the confidence of knowing you're positioned for success when you have an effective strategy in place. You know exactly what's generating leads and converting sales. Every dollar you spend on website marketing feels like an investment, not a gamble. I mean, there's nothing worse than throwing money at something and not knowing whether you're going to get a return or not. Of course, there are never any 100% guarantees, but you can stack the odds in your favor. But for a lot of marketers, they have no idea whether or not their latest investment is going to pay off. And of course, when you have the confidence, you can make decisions based on proven strategies, not hope. So that means for you, that means more freedom, more time, more focus. You stop wasting hours tweaking your website. I did that for far too long and chasing the next bright, shiny thing. Done a bit of that in my day too. So you finally have a repeatable system that brings in business week after week. You spend more time doing what you love instead of hustling for every lead. Now, your new reality with an effective website marketing system. You shift from chasing clients to choosing them. After all, you work hard. Why work with clients you don't like or you don't mesh with? Why not pick who you want to work with? You move from invisible to irresistible in your market. Why? Because people can clearly see the value you offer and how you can change their life. And you finally have a website marketing system that gives you control and peace of mind. So I've been around for a little bit. Many of you are from the nursepreneurs.com community. If you go on the nursepreneurs.com site and you look under the marketing tab, you'll see I'm there, listed there as the marketing consultant slash copywriter, and you'll be able to learn lots more about me and how I work and my background. I've been a marketing consultant and copywriter for over 25 years now. That's now that I think of it. And I have a successful sales career behind me. I always tell my clients I learned how to sell first, then I learned how to write sales copy. So this successful sales career was in two pretty tough markets, advertising and telecom. And so I learned my craft honestly on the streets in the marketplace. I've worked on projects for Siemens and Kimberly-Clark, Kenworth Trucks, and I've also written copy for some of the big guns like Matt McWilliams, Tony Robbins, and Grant Cardone. Here's what some of my clients say about the work I've produced over the years. You can see here increasing conversion rate of a landing page by over 28%. This is something that I don't spend a lot of time considering, but I think I save a lot of my clients a lot of frustration because I know what to do. And for those that want to know, I teach them how to do it. But it really frees them up from losing so much energy because they're frustrated at trying things and not having them work. Here's another one where producing 5 to 10 qualified leads per day based on the web copy you wrote for our site. So all of these, my background allows me to produce results for my clients. Here's some more. We had 50 downloads of the Insider's Guide over the weekend. Response from the sales letter you wrote has been 12.6%, 25% over our projection. And here's someone down here who I worked with, very pleased with his work and ideas because I know a lot of things that my clients don't know. So there are a lot of shortcuts I can help create for them. But it wasn't always that way. I struggled with my website for quite some time and probably did a lot of what you were doing, trying things, experimenting. It took a while. What I started to do was started to watch what the pros did. Like you could always tell in the industry who the ones were that had it figured out. So I studied their marketing approaches, especially as it relates to website marketing, and I could kind of see the patterns, and eventually I figured it out, and that was an exciting day. So this really bothered me, and it still bothers me today. I am so frustrated watching clients waste money on websites that didn't sell when I knew how successful they could be. I decided finally to do something to fix the problem. I'd always had a couple of clients on the side while I was working in my sales jobs, but I decided to go full time. My wife almost had a heart attack, but that's a whole other story. And I've always getting asked now when I work with private clients and with my newsletter, some of the people are, I'm always getting asked about putting together some group website marketing training. So I decided to do it. And the result is Website Marketing Formula. This is a 4 week interactive website marketing workshop. So, what is it? The website marketing formula will be 4 sessions over 28 days of live interactive training, where each week we'll build the course based on my system that I have between my ears and that I've been using for years. We'll build the course so it's designed to help you with specific challenges you're having. Now, it's not based on theory. It's the exact same blueprint I use today to help my private clients increase conversions, boost trust, and drive real revenue via their website marketing. So here's what the workshop includes: 4 weekly live sessions, 90 minutes each, but they'll probably run closer to 2 hours. You'll join me live every week for an interactive hands-on session where we'll build your website marketing system step by step. You'll get real-time training, practical templates that can save you lots of time on how to do different things, and action steps that you can implement right away. You'll get support every step of the way. Between sessions, I'll be sending you a short survey where you can ask me questions about what we covered, share what's working, and let me know where you need some clarity, and then I can build it into the following week. Get your questions answered live in real time. Each session includes dedicated Q&A time so you can get unstuck fast. You'll walk away with clear next steps and solutions tailored to your business. Now, if you can't make a live session, no problem. Every session will be recorded and every session will have a full transcript with it. So you can revisit the key strategies anytime you want. You can go at your own pace and you can capture every detail. You'll also have access to a private Facebook group. You'll get access to a private Facebook group exclusively for students of Website Marketing Formula. So everybody will be talking the same language. You'll get feedback from me. I'll be monitoring the group regularly and your fellow students. It'll be a place to share your wins and drafts of different things you're creating. And of course, it'll provide motivation to stay on track. Week one, here's how we'll start in week one. The website marketing formula blueprint. This is where we'll identify, the different elements that make up an effective website marketing system. We'll look at where each component fits in the process, and most importantly, the role it plays in the selling process. By the end of the session, you'll be able to identify where your own website marketing process may need some shoring up. Week two, grabbing your web visitors' instant attention. This is the most important element of the whole formula. If you can't get your web visitors instant attention, they're gone. You've got about 3 to 5 seconds. So the first thing we're going to do during this week is we're going to identify your ideal target client or customer. That way we will know exactly what he or she wants. Then we're going to learn the unwritten rules of online selling. You learned one of them earlier about the 5% factor, where 95% of qualified prospects never get followed up with. We're going to change that. You'll also learn the number one question web visitors demand that you answer. And you have to do this immediately. You don't have your website, the time it takes to read 3 or 4 pages on your website. This has to be an instant answer and it has to be exactly on point. Otherwise, your web visitor will click away. And so we're going to learn how to make sure that you avoid having that happen. You're going to learn the effective way to present your sales messaging, and you'll learn how to get clients to essentially put up their hand and identify themselves as a warm prospect. Week three, building your KLT factor. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. This is a huge issue in today's world where there's so many things coming at your prospects. They buy from people they know, like, they trust and trust. They always have, and they're always going to. That's never going to change. So you need to learn how to create that feeling within your prospects. So in this session, you're going to learn how to connect with your prospect in a meaningful way. You're going to leave this week with a template you can use to build an effective automated email nurturing campaign that is focused on 80% education and 20% soft sell. Now, here's why that's important. When your prospect isn't ready to buy, that means they don't have enough information that they need to make a buying decision. So the 80% on education is really spent explaining to them how you are best qualified to change their life. And when you do that, you kind of silently earn the right to use about 20% of your emails to do a soft sell. So it might be for some type of consult, or it might be to download a free report. It really depends. But the main thing is to let them know mostly you're interested in helping them on the education side until they're ready to buy, and then you will create a feeling of reciprocity because they're going to appreciate the time you've spent helping them. And you're also going to learn this week the secrets to writing sales emails your prospects will be happy to receive. There's a way to do it, and I'm going to teach you how. Week four, here's where it all hits, rubber hits the road. This is all about closing the sale. And this is the week where you tie things all together. You don't have to be a professional salesperson. Your website marketing will have done 90% of the selling for you. You simply have to show prospects how their life will change as a result of their experience with you. And you're going to get a template for a proposal approach that has provided me an 80% plus close rate over the years. So that might be valuable all by itself. Okay, fast action bonus, 60-minute one-on-one strategy call with me. So if you make a decision today being on Thursday, November 13th, you can get this, but you have to make that decision on Thursday, no later. We'll meet via Zoom or phone to discuss any question or issue you have about copywriting and marketing. We can set this up. This can take place during the course, the next 28 days. It can take place after. You use it whenever you want to use it, and we can cover a lot of ground in 1 hour. Now, to get this fast action bonus, it says here you must register today. Today is definitely on the Thursday, November 13th. So the regular bonuses that will be included in the workshop will include the following. Bonus number one, an AI Go Deep prompt checklist. Now, you may have been using Chat GPT for a little bit and seen some pretty exciting things that it offers. I've been spent about 10 to 15 hours over the past 3 weeks learning about AI, and I just cannot believe its capabilities. So I'm going to be putting together a checklist that is going to show you how to create the prompts. And the prompt is what you feed into, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or some of the other AI tools. The prompt is where the gold is. And when you learn the way to do prompts properly, you'll be amazed at how much you can get accomplished by AI. The second bonus will be my Go Forward Thoughts sales proposal template. This is the template I mentioned earlier. It absolutely lays out to a potential prospect how you add value and how you can help them. Um, and I've been using it for years. I wouldn't even think about stop using it. I don't even call my proposals. I just call them Go Forward Thoughts. And it's a very thoughtful way to present an understanding that you know what the prospect needs, you know how to deliver it, and you explain how you're going to deliver it and why it's effective. You'll find this invaluable. And then bonus number three is a perfect prospect profile avatar worksheet. I mentioned earlier about targeting your ideal target client. Well, first you've got to identify them, and this will help you do it. Whoops. Okay. So your investment. The investment for this live interactive 4-week course is $497. Just to put that in perspective, 6 hours of private training with me would cost $1,500. So 497 is giving you tremendous value plus the benefit of learning alongside other passionate entrepreneurs who want to up their website marketing game. Now, registration closes Saturday, November 15th at 12 p.m. midnight. So that's 3 days from now. And the reason it closes now is because I have to work on preparing for the first course. This includes the whole program includes a 14-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If you decide for any reason that this course isn't right for you, just email me within 14 days of the first live session and you'll get a full refund. So you'll have a pretty good idea within the first 2 weeks as to just how valuable this is going to be to you. So there it is. The risk is all on me. Now, the website marketing formula starts next Thursday. So get your website marketing ready. This will allow you to get your website marketing ready to hit the ground running for the new year. Remember, you have until this Saturday, November 15th at midnight to register, and you'll get a replay of this webinar later today. Here's what you'll walk away with in 28 days from now. You'll have a clear, repeatable website marketing formula that works. You'll have the confidence of knowing how to transform more web visitors into profitable sales. You'll have a system you can rely on to produce consistent website marketing sales results. All you have to do is click the button below to join me. So good luck. I look forward to working with you. We're going to have a lot of fun while we do this. So I'll see you on the inside. Thanks again.